Camera's all bouncing up and down. I guess I shouldn't press the button so hard. Orlando Ruiz Jr. And this is a spoiler for review for 2022 Scream. Dewey doesn't make it, sorry. He gets a knife in the front. He gets a knife in the back. He gets slit up. Psh, Candyman style. Fucking groin to gullet. Rest in peace, Dewey. You know, in Scream 3, when that knife was going towards his head and it just bounced off his head, I know a lot of people felt a sigh of relief. But had that knife just stuck in there and they decided to off him right then and there, Scream 3 might have been a better movie, you know? It would have had some emotional heft, you know? And, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But, you know, it's only the 5th movie in this movie, and they're finally starting to let go of some of these legacy characters. So, you know, it's about time. Because even, you know, Nancy Thompson from A Nightmare on Elm Street, even she didn't survive her own franchise, you know? In the 3rd movie, they got rid of her. You know, it's a thing that's not new to horror movies, you know? If you look at the Halloween franchise, the Halloween 4 and 5, you know? The final girl in Halloween 4, she doesn't make it through Halloween 5. Spoilers for Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. Doesn't matter, because the movie's not that great anyways. Sorry to Halloween 5 fans, but it is one of the weakest of those. What else? Skeet Ulrich is in this movie. The ghost of Billy Loomis. No, he's not the ghost. No, he comes back as a vision. His daughter. Sam Carpenter is Billy Loomis's daughter, Melissa Barrera, the lead actress. And so she's having visions of her dead father. And that kind of reminded me of that line from Scream 1 where he's talking about Silence of the Lambs for a minute with Sydney in that scene in the bedroom at the end of part 1, and he's like, oh, you know, it's kind of like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs when she has flashbacks of her dead father. Well, that's flashbacks, not visions. Sydney in Scream 3 was having visions of her mom, so it's not something that they haven't done before. But Sydney wasn't having conversations with her fucking mom, so. But yeah, but at the end of this movie, Sam lets her inner Billy Loomis out and goes apeshit on one of the killers, which was kind of cool to see. So the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. And Billy Loomis isn't the only killer from the first movie that gets a relative in this one. Stu Macher's nephew is in this movie, and he's in it for a couple of scenes. He's like some kind of wannabe tough guy, barroom tough guy dude. And they sort of make him out to be kind of like a bad boy or whatever, sort of like a stalker creep. And it's pretty cool when he bites it because they do it to the song of Red Right Hand, so the song makes a little comeback. Speaking of music, Tyler Bates' music is really good in this movie. And towards the final act, when Sydney finally shows up and she enters the Stu Macher house, because that's where the 3rd act takes place, they bring back some of Marco Beltrami's score of Sydney's theme, which was such a beautiful touch. It's fucking chef's kiss. Really nice. And they recreate a couple of nice little things that they don't do it exactly because that would be derivative. They put their own little spin on it, you know. They have the shot like where Rose McGowan opens that door to the garage, you know. They have something similar to that in this movie with one of the characters. There's even a scene in that garage. No one gets killed in it, but it was kind of cool to see that refrigerator in the same spot and everything. When they first show him, when they introduce him in the movie, it's pretty cool. If you look really quick and look in the room on the counter on the table for a minute, you'll see a box, or is it on the shelf? I can't remember. But there's a box with fucking Tatum's ashes there. He kept Tatum's ashes. Nice little Easter egg for fans. There's all kinds of stuff like that. There's a shot where you'll see the Elm Street sign. So nice little shout out to, you know, Wes Craven's early work there. Scream 4 fans, I know they're happy about this one. Kirby's alive. Jack Quaid is watching YouTube videos of some stab shit, and in the related searches on the side of the screen, there's a video where it shows Kirby and it says Survivor talking about Ghostface or something like that. So yeah, Scream 4 fans, I know you guys are happy. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they did that, actually, because she was one of the best parts of that movie. And fuck, even more amazing, they actually insinuate that Stu Macher just might very well may still be alive, because there's a little video on the side near that one where I can't remember the heading exactly, but they're pretty much letting you know. It almost feels like man, I'm crossing my fingers, but can you imagine if they're laying the groundwork for a future installment? Can you imagine the reaction that fans would have? They would shit a brick if Matthew Lillard just popped out at the end of one of these movies, like in part 6, all of a sudden, as the mastermind. So yeah, I don't know if that's what they're doing, but here's hoping. You know what I mean? Here's hoping. Because that would be fucking cool. And Randy's whole presence is felt very much too in this movie. There's a shrine to Randy in the home of his sister from Scream 3. She actually comes back in this for a couple scenes. For one scene, I think I remember. One or two, I don't remember. But yeah, they show her, and there's a shrine. There's pictures of Randy everywhere. It's really cool. They recreate a scene with that Jamie Kennedy had. That was the scene where he's watching Halloween because his niece is watching Stab 1. So as she's watching her uncle saying, behind you, she's saying the same thing as Ghostface is behind her. Only this time around, Kenny, the cameraman, isn't back there outside to distract Ghostface to have him run out there and slash his throat. She turns around, actually, and Ghostface starts stabbing her. Surprise, surprise, so, she don't die. Or her brother. Her brother gets stabbed. He don't die. They both make it and get wheeled to the ambulance at the end of the movie, very similarly to the way Dewey does in the first movie and in the second movie when, back in the day, audiences clapped in those moments back in the theater. So, this movie does things to give you those nostalgic feels, but all the things that it does it in a very organic way. The story very much is meta. The nature of it is meta, but it's all done within story. That's what makes this movie so well crafted in my eyes. Unfortunately, if only I could get on board with the killer's motives, because when the reveals happen at the end, and it's the dark-haired girl with all the ominous looks throughout the movie, and Jack Quaid. I liked the reveals. They were surprising, even though a tad predictable every now and then, but it comes with the territory when you watch shit like this over and over again. I understand what they're going for. I understand the message, the whole toxic fandom thing. It's really relevant to nowadays, and it's true. Fans can be fucking crazy, and people can get crazy. But I don't know. I just don't know that many people that, maybe I'm biased, but most of the people I know that are movie fans are just really easygoing, really laid back, carefree, fun-loving people that all they want to do is just watch stuff, read stuff, play video games, watch game shows, listen to music, and just party. Not that many movie fans in my eyes that I've ever met talked about killing people if somebody fucked up their movie franchise, but I guess it just depends on whether or not you're on board with that kind of thing. For me, revenge was always a more believable motive. All the other previous movies, revenge had something to do with it. So, I don't know. Maybe upon rewatch, it'll wash over me differently. But for right now, I just couldn't really buy it that much, So, that's the one thing that's really keeping it from getting to that 4-star, 3.5 to 4-star point for me. So yeah, I think the 3-star rating for me, even though it's kind of safe, because I really enjoy the movie, I can't put it on quite the same par as the first film. The first film is just way too I mean, it was lightning in a bottle. You know, it did everything that all these other movies are doing, but it was the first one to do it, and it was the one that was original at the time. From there on out, it's just gonna be, um, slightly derivative. But what matters is that people are just creative and put their own spin on it. So, these directors definitely do that. They definitely got their own stamp on this franchise now. So I'm really glad that this movie was good. I really want to see a sequel. Hope that they can make it at least another trilogy. That'd be awesome. So yeah, they're making some money. I heard that it made its money back already. So I'm sure sequels in the works, because it's already made more than Scream 4, which is why that one didn't get a sequel. So we'll see a Scream 6 eventually. So hell yeah. And what else is there to talk about? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. No, I think that's it. I don't know if I missed anything. If I did, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I can always, come back to this subject, because this is a very fun subject. These movies are definitely, when it comes to horror movies, something that I always have fun talking about. If anybody wants me to do a review on the second, third, or fourth film, let me know in the comment section. Something that I'm toying with. So yeah, feel free and let me know. And thinking about doing a top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. I think that's going to be coming up pretty soon. So I'll do that. And I got some more classic reviews coming up. So lots of stuff lined up. So keep an eye out for this stuff if you're interested. So if you are, hit that bell and subscribe and share and like, because it's all going to help me out, because it's just barely getting started here. It's very amateur hour right now. I'll admit it. It's sort of touch and go for me, but I have fun with it. So as long as I keep doing that, and it's fun for me, gonna keep churning these out, because my wife is getting tired of hearing this shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. And if anybody has any questions for me about what's my favorite scary movie, I'm not gonna tell you. I'll give you a few titles, but eventually I'm gonna save that suspense for a video I'm planning for the future. I am planning a video of my 100 favorite horror movies. So look out for that. That'll be coming pretty soon. So yeah. But yeah, if you do have any questions, go ahead. I'd usually answer my comments, whatever few I get, because right now I'm not that many. Like I said, it's just beginning. So always appreciate a little love down there in the comment section. It's always nice. But yeah, you guys take it easy, and you guys be nice to each other. Don't stab each other. You toxic fans out there. Just movies. I understand if they're fucking up your franchise. Write a letter. Don't go out fucking stabbing people. I'm sorry if they made your favorite franchise all fucked up and started going to time travel and started getting Rian Johnson into it. And that Rian Johnson joke was pretty funny, actually. The one about Stab 8 having Ghostface with a flamethrower and sleeveless costume, and he's all like buffed out and got the metal fucking Ghostface mask. I don't know if Rian Johnson would do something like that, but I'm a Knives Out guy. I did like Knives Out. Looper was good, but yeah, episode 8. Don't fall into that camp. I'm not a Rian Johnson hater, but I'm not a Rian Johnson Last Jedi supporter either. Movie pissed me off somewhat fierce. That's why I don't own it. So, but that's a story for another video. So now that I'm just rambling on and on because I'm fucking tired, it's getting late, I'm gonna say goodbye. So y'all just be good to one another and catch you on the next one. Peace out.